Hello and welcome to Refresh with Dawn Herring, where beginnings are celebrated. Yes, I'm Dawn Herring, artist, illustrator, aspiring musician, and avid journal keeper. And in this particular video, I'm going to share with you something a little different concerning a deep decluttering that I have been doing, almost kind of like a spring cleaning in the autumn. Yes. And so I thought I would share a little bit about the things that I have let go of, and that includes mostly my jewelry. So in the following video clip, I'm going to show you the pieces that I chose to take out of my jewelry collection, maybe a little bit of history of how long I've had them and where I've gotten them from, if I still remember, and also just sharing why I'm letting them go, especially if they're still in good condition. So I just thought I would share that with you, give you a peek into my my decluttering process, not the before and after, but simply just talking it through and telling you the decisions that I made and why I made them. So if that is of interest to you, then this video is for you. Yes. So thank you for watching, and I hope it inspires you to do a little decluttering. Well, welcome to this video where I'm going to be sharing with you some specific pieces of my jewelry collection that I have chosen to declutter or to remove from my collection. And I just want to start off by saying that, number one, I love jewelry. I have loved jewelry since I was a very young child, and it is always a delight to me when I find something that just suits my style, is the perfect color, is the perfect, you know, just the way it looks on me. It's not too long, not too heavy. It just hits my sweet spot, if you know what I mean. With all of that being said, there is a time where I need to take some stuff out because either I don't wear it, or it's gotten worn, or it has too much, what do they call it? I forget what it's called. But anyway, you know, where you need to clean, you know, because the metal on it starts to look kind of dirty. And so I just wanted to share with you the choices that I made concerning the pieces that I'm removing. Some of them are obvious and some of them are not so obvious. I also want to share with you a little bit of the history of where I got it, why I chose to buy it to begin with, why I like it, and saying goodbye to each piece. So I thought I would share that process with you. And if you're a big jewelry, you know, wearer, or you're just fascinated with other people who love jewelry, then this video is for you. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to pull up is a set of turquoise and gold. If you want to look at it, I'll just give you just a bit of a close-up there so you can see what it looks like. I have had this set, and then of course the earrings that go with it. Yes. This set is actually made of wooden beads. Yes. I happen to really like wood, and I've had this one for a very, very long time. Turquoise happens to be one of my favorite colors, and gold is also one of my favorite colors, which is what drew me to this one to begin with. And I have worn it many, 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 many times over the years, and over time it actually lost a little bit of chain, and so I've had to hook it on a very small loop that's on there. And so it has been around for a while, and I don't know if you can tell, but the color of the beads have gotten much darker because they're not as clean as they used to be. You know, you can't really clean wood. So, and then there's a bit of wear also on the earrings too. So I have other jewelry that's also accentuated with you know, with turquoise and with blues and greens and that color hue. So I have other pieces in my wardrobe. Some are fairly new, and others I've had for a little while, but they're all in great shape that I can wear instead of these. So I decided to finally let these go. So that is one set that I could share with you. Onto this necklace. This is a, see, it's got a nice stone on the bottom, and that is the one reason why I've hung on to it so long. I don't know how long I've had this. I think I might have gotten it at Kohl's. And so the main reason why I'm getting rid of this one is because, as you can see, the color on some of the beads has really worn off. And so therefore, you know, it's a little bit damaged from that, just from the wear and tear, if you will, of wearing it on a regular basis. So that is why I have chosen to remove it, even though I wore it quite a bit. So that's that one. Moving on to another wooden choice here. I have had this one for a very long time, and I have no idea where I purchased it from. I wore it a lot in the years that I've had it, and the one complaint that I had about this one was that sometimes it has like a bit of a twist. I'll take it apart so you can see what I mean. See, it's got like a twist metal piece on it for a latch, and it would often come undone while I was actually wearing it. Yes, I actually had this happen to me several times where it just unscrewed and then it just fell off, which I found really funny. But I decided to let this one go because I have another necklace that has wooden beads on it that are similar in color scheme that I wear all the time. And I find myself not pulling this out like I used to. And so I decided to let it go, even though I've had it for a really long time. So that is another piece that I am letting go. And it's in good shape, so anybody who sees it or would want it, you know, it would work for them. So that's good. All right, on to the next piece. This is actually a 3-piece jewelry set that I purchased at Kohl's on sale. I'm a bargain hunter. Oh, yes. Absolutely. It has a necklace. It has earrings. And it also has a bracelet. Yes. It is a silver and white set that I've worn quite a bit in the last couple of years that I've had it. And the earrings themselves have turned yellow. I guess it's just from touching the skin when I wear them. And there's a little tiny bit of yellow on the beads too, that are on the metal, on the white part of the necklace. And one of the things that I never really liked about this particular set is that the necklace oftentimes moves around on my neck when I'm wearing it. It doesn't lay as flat, and I'm constantly adjusting it. And I've worn it plenty of times, you know, I have, because I really like this set. But I decided, you know what, since the earrings are not looking so good anymore, they're discolored, I decided to let the set go, including the bracelet. Even though the bracelet is in fine condition, I decided to just let all of it go because I don't need it. And I also have a necklace in my collection that I still have that has gold and silver choice on it. And that is the one that I often reach for when I'm wearing white or, you know, or gold or something like that. So this set is no longer needed. So I have let that one go as well. All right. On to a set of earrings. Ta-da. They have a metal, there's like a metal behind the stones. And let me see, there is one stone missing on this earring. And one of the reasons why I'm letting this go is because they're actually starting to hurt my ears. So I think it's probably from the tarnish. That's the word I was looking for. And they're very, very hard to clean. So I decided to let these go. Now, interestingly enough, I got these with Kohl's cash. Yep. So they were free, free, free. And I enjoyed I wore these a lot because I love this color and I loved the way they looked on me. I just did. It was one of my favorite pairs. So I'm having to say goodbye. I've had them for a very long time, and probably 5 or 6 years, and I've worn them and they have gotten some very good use. So it's time to let them go. Yes. Now another set of earrings that I am letting go. They're like little plastic beads that have a rainbow color scheme on them. And I am letting them go because I really don't wear them very often. I've had them in my collection for a long time, and I think the colors are getting a little muted because I've worn them a lot. And, but they're not my first choice. I often don't pick them up because they're not my favorite. I don't really like single bead, you know, like really round earrings like that. So, and the color scheme is just not, I don't know. I mean, I have a couple of pieces in my wardrobe, you know, garments that match, you know, because they have a lot of color in them, and that's usually when I wear these, but they're not my first choice. So I've decided to let those go as well. Okay, next up are some really pretty poinsettia earrings. I've had these in my collection for a very long time. I believe that these are Avon, very old Avon earrings. I've had these for a very, very long time, years and years. And I think maybe I've worn them maybe 5 times. I just hardly ever pull them out. I have another set of earrings with necklace that are a little bit darker in the red hue, and they also have a little bit of black on them, and those are the ones that I always wear. So I decided to let these go. Yep. Okay. Okay, the next piece I'm going to show you is a necklace, and this one, I really had a hard time deciding to let this one go because it's really, really pretty. It's got a combination of clear gray and black beading on it. See, they're just really, really pretty. And I've worn them. I've worn it enough times. But it's not my first choice. I have other necklaces and even necklaces with earring sets that have the same color scheme that I wear more often. And this one has a little bit of tarnish on the chain as well. So I decided that I would let this go. Just simply because it's not one that I wear very often, and it's very bulky. It takes up a lot of room. So I decided to release this one as well. Okay. Here we go. Now this is really pretty, isn't it? Yeah. It's kind of like a pearly, I'm trying to think of the right color word for this. Yeah, I guess pretty much pearly, you know. It's got some flowers, and it's got some sparkly stones on the inside. I don't know if you can see how sparkly that is. Yeah, and I've had this one for a couple of years. I got it on Kohl's clearance in the jewelry department. You know me, I'm a bargain hunter. And I have worn it a few times. It is not my first choice to pull out. I think one of the reasons is because there's no earrings to match it. And I think also because the color, I mean, I do have a couple of sweaters that are of a, you know, cream color, you know, hue that I've worn them with, or worn this with, I should say. But it still isn't my first choice. And you know how you have something in your wardrobe that you bought because it was a good price and you thought it was pretty, but you just hardly ever wear it. And then you feel guilty that you never wear it. And so you're like, well, maybe I should wear it this time, you know, and then you try it on, but then you choose something else anyway. Well, this is one of those kind of necklaces. So I figured, why not just let it go? Because whoever gets it will probably love it. Yeah. So saying bye-bye to this one too. Okay. Okay, so the next piece I'm going to share with you is a very long costume pearl necklace. Now, this necklace has a history. Yes, it does. I used to wear this necklace when I was in high school and in my early 20s. Yes, this was back in the 80s. Yes, I'm aging myself. I have hung on to this necklace because of its sentimental value. Yes. For many years, I have just kept it in a space where I don't keep my regular jewelry, just because I don't wear it anymore. I don't wear pearly kind of jewelry. It's just not my style at this point. But I used to wear this with a brooch that also has pearly stones on it. Yes, and these brooches were super popular back in the 80s when you used to wear tuxedo shirts. And I had a couple of shirts like that had the tuxedo kind of, you know, where the little V thing on the collar, and then you would wear the brooch on the, you know, at the very top of the shirt. Super popular trend that was going on during that time. And I was so happy that I had the tuxedo shirts and the brooches to wear with it. Yes, it was so much fun to wear that. But I no longer have any attachment to this jewelry. I feel like it would be better off in someone else's hands who loves this kind of jewelry. And so I'm saying goodbye to it. Yes, so you can say goodbye with me. Yep, from my youth. Okay. The next necklace that I'm going to show you was on the clearance rack at Kohl's. Yeah, and I've had it for probably 4 years. And I have attempted to clean it up with anti-tarnish, and it looks a little better than it did before I cleaned it. But it no longer suits me. I purchased it because I really like the color scheme on the beads, but the chain is just too dark for me. It's not something that I really like to wear anymore, and so I've decided to let it go. Yep. All right. Now here is a bracelet from my collection. It has a little bit of damage. I don't know if you can see the bend in it, but I've had this bracelet. I don't know when I got it, but it was a gift from my mother. Thanks, Mom. And one of the reasons why I'm letting it go now, of course, is because it's been damaged. It no longer lays flat, and that's why I'm letting it go now. But the other reason why I have no problem letting it go is because it has a clasp on it that is very, very hard to work. It's very hard to get on. I've worn it a few times, but it's just, it doesn't function well for me. You know, I like the kind of stretchy kind of bracelets that are easy on, easy off. Yeah. But because this is damaged from, you know, where I had it stored and with my other bracelets, I've decided to let it go. But thanks, Mom, for the bracelet. All right. Now I've got this other piece. Now this one was also on clearance at Kohl's. I really liked the color of the metal that's on here. This is like a metal with different shapes and color hues. Kind of like a silver and a darker, like blackish color, as well as a gold. And that's why I liked it, because I thought it was so cool. And I did wear it quite a few times, but there is damage to the, see, I don't know if you can notice that. There's damage on both sides from that. So that's why I've decided to let it go. Okay. The next piece are these earrings. You know, as I was thinking about recording this video, I remembered where I found these earrings. They were at a shop that had jewelry, handbags, and other accessories in downtown McKinney, Texas, years ago. had these for a very, very long time. And there are stones that are missing. I don't know if you can see how there are several that are off of this one, and there's a couple of them that are off of this one. Oh, I've worn these earrings so many times. They were my favorite pair whenever I would wear black. Yes, I would wear these often. So I will miss them, but because they have missing stones on them, I've decided to release them and let them go. So I'm saying goodbye. Next up are 2 rings that I have hung on to. Now, there was a trend that was going on. I don't remember when it was. I don't know if it was like maybe 10 or 15 years ago, when big chunky rings were really in style. It was like a major trend that went on for several years. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but they were featured in, you know, fashion magazines. They were everywhere. I mean, seriously, like every jewelry department had them for a very long time. And they still fit, as you can see, but they're cumbersome for me. I don't wear rings. I just don't, because when I type, they get in the way, and I wash my hands a lot, you know, just especially with COVID and all that stuff, you know. So I don't want to have to take stuff off every time I wash my hands. It's just annoying. So anyway, that's why I decided to let these go, because I just don't wear them. They're pretty. They still fit, but I decided to let them go, because if you don't wear something, why keep it, right? So, bye-bye. Okay, here is another set of earrings. The reason why I'm letting these go is because they have a little bit of wear on them. There's little spots that are not, you know, that where the coloring is coming off. I really love these. I think I bought these at Kohl's. Don't remember exactly if that's where I got them. But the reason why I like them is because of the color scheme. They kind of remind me of an animal print, and I wore them a lot. That's why they have wear. But because they have wear, I'm saying goodbye. Yep. Okay. Another set of earrings. Now, the reason why I'm letting these go is because they also have wear on them, as you could see. I don't know if you could see how it's coming off on the stone there on both sides. This has wear as well. Now, these earrings are special because they were a gift from my daughter, Hannah. She gave them to me for, I think, my birthday several years ago. And I have worn them quite a bit, so thank you, Hannah, for your gift. But because they have wear, I've decided to let them go. Okay. Now I have these earrings. I have had these earrings for a very, very long time. I'm not sure if I bought them when I was like in my teens or 20s. I don't remember how old I was when I purchased them. But they are Avon, I think. I'm almost positive that they were an Avon set of earrings that I had purchased. Now, the reason why I like them is because they have pretty stones, and the center color is like wine, which is one of my favorite colors. But the reason why I'm letting them go is because I never wear them. And I also have other options for wine-colored earrings that I prefer over these, because I just prefer them. And so I've decided to let these go because they're not my favorite. And I've had them in my set for a couple of years, sitting in with some other stud earrings, and I just never wear them. So I've decided to release them. Yes. I also have a gold bracelet that has this little arrow design. I don't know if you can see it. And for some reason, it irritates my skin when I wear it. So I have decided to let this one go. And I also had several others from the last time I decluttered my jewelry, which was a few years ago. And they also had the same thing. So I'm not even sure why I still have this one, but I'm letting it go. Okay. The last thing I'm going to show you are a pile of bracelets. I'll go through them one at a time here. Okay. Here's the first set. I'm not sure if I bought these at Kohl's or not. I have no idea how long I've had them for, but they are definitely showing some wear on some of the beads. The blue has completely come off on some of these beads, as you can see. There you go. See, it's all kind of worn off. The rest of them look okay, but because of the wearing, I've decided to let them go. Another set of bracelets that have a ton of wear on them. As you can see, the beads have really... I wore these so much, and the reason why I bought these is because they're leopard print, and that's one of my favorite animal prints by far. So yeah, so I finally decided to let them go, and I trust that at some point I will find something to replace them with. Yes, so that's the others. And then this is a really pretty turquoise bracelet that has a lot of little stones on it, but there are beads on here that have wear, as you can see there. These bigger ones have a lot of wear on them. So I've decided to let that one go too for the same reason. Then I have this one here. I bought this because I really loved the color scheme on here, orange and yellow, which I really love to wear. But as you can see, it's very prominently worn. So I'm letting that one go. Same thing with these. I don't know if I got these at Kohl's or not, but there's definitely some wear on some of the beading on here, as you can see, that it's worn off. So I'm letting that one go as well. And I'm also letting this bracelet go because of wear on some of the beading on here. And I wore this quite a bit because anytime I wore black and white, I would wear this bracelet. So I will miss this one. Yes. Okay, I think that is all that I have pulled from my jewelry collection, and I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to my history and to the things that I have shared here about why I'm letting stuff go, and I trust that it will inspire you to declutter whatever collections you may have, so that you can begin anew with the things that you really enjoy wearing. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Well, I trust that you enjoyed watching that decluttering video. I hope that it gave you some inspiration for your own decluttering process and some food for thought. And if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up on my YouTube channel. That is very helpful to me, and I appreciate it so much. And if you would like to see more videos from me, you're also welcome to subscribe to my channel. Yes, and I would also like to invite you to my website at dawnherring.net, where I share art, music, and anything that happens to be inspiring me or what's on my mind at the moment concerning beginnings in my own life. Yes, so thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the very best of beginnings.